Ah, the 90s, a time when pagers were cool, Blockbuster ruled the weekends, and CGI dinosaurs left us awestruck. But not every film from that golden decade basked in the limelight. Some gems were overshadowed by mega blockbusters or simply misfiled into obscurity. Today, we're exploring 10 forgotten movies from the 90s that deserve a second chance. Trust us, you'll want to stick around for every entry because these underrated masterpieces are packed with nostalgia, quirkiness, and stories you didn't even know you were missing. If you love rediscovering hidden treasures, hit like, comment, and subscribe, because we've got more cinematic gold coming your way. Before Marvel and DC duked it out in multiplexes, Alec Baldwin tried his hand at playing a pulp-era superhero in this stylish, noir-inspired flick. Based on the 1930s radio drama, The Shadow follows Lamont Cranston, a wealthy playboy-turned-crime fighter with the ability to cloud men's minds. This movie is pure campy goodness. From Baldwin's over-the-top charisma to Tim Curry's unhinged supporting role, it's a delightful blend of cheesy special effects and genuine charm. While critics dismissed it at the time, fans of quirky, retro action flicks will find it irresistibly fun. What do you get when you combine Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, in multiple roles, and a plot involving a man jumping into a volcano? A bizarre, existential comedy that didn't get the love it deserved. Joe Versus the Volcano is a whimsical tale about an office drone who, after being diagnosed with a terminal illness, agrees to sacrifice himself to appease an island deity. What follows is a mix of surreal humor, heartfelt romance, and quirky set pieces that feel like a fever dream in the best way. The ending is as absurd as it is oddly moving, leaving you wondering why this Hanks-Ryan collaboration isn't as famous as Sleepless in Seattle. Before The Matrix blew our minds, there was Dark City. This visually stunning sci-fi noir follows John Murdoch, Rufus Sewell, a man with amnesia who finds himself accused of murder in a city where it's always night. Directed by Alex Proyas, director of The Crow, the film explores themes of identity, control, and reality with breathtaking visuals and a haunting score. Although it flopped at the box office, it has since gained cult status, and deservedly so. The twisty plot and striking production design will keep you glued to the screen. Bruce Willis stars in this bonkers action comedy as a cat burglar roped into stealing Da Vinci artifacts by a pair of deranged billionaires. Equal parts heist film and slapstick farce, Hudson Hawk is unapologetically weird, and that's why it works. Critics hated it, audiences were baffled, but it's a movie that revels in its absurdity. Highlights include musical numbers timed to robbery sequences and Richard E. Grant chewing the scenery like his life depends on it. If you're looking for a movie so bad it's brilliant, this is the one. Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio. How did this Sam Raimi-directed Western end up forgotten? In The Quick and the Dead, Stone plays a mysterious gunslinger seeking revenge in a deadly quick-draw tournament. Raimi's signature kinetic style is on full display, with inventive camera angles and explosive action sequences. Despite its all-star cast, the film didn't connect with audiences in 1995, but it's a hidden gem for fans of westerns with a flair for the theatrical. Bill Pullman as the world's most eccentric private detective? Yes, please. Zero Effect is a quirky, character-driven mystery about Daryl Zero, a reclusive PI who's brilliant at solving cases but utterly hopeless at human interaction. Ben Stiller plays his put-upon assistant, and their odd couple dynamic is endlessly entertaining. The case they're working on, a blackmail scheme involving a missing key, is compelling, but it's Pullman's offbeat performance that steals the show. This movie is a must-watch for fans of unconventional mysteries. Imagine being raised in a fallout shelter for 35 years and then stepping into the modern world. That's the premise of Blast from the Past, a delightful romantic comedy starring Brendan Fraser and Alicia Silverstone. Fraser plays Adam, a naive man from the 60s navigating 90s Los Angeles with wide-eyed wonder. His old-fashioned manners and earnestness make for some hilarious fish-out-of-water moments, while Silverstone's street-smart Eve provides the perfect foil. It's a feel-good movie that's equal parts charming and absurd. What would you do if you found $4 million in cash? That's the moral dilemma at the heart of A Simple Plan. Directed by Sam Raimi, this tense thriller stars Bill Paxton and Billy Bob Thornton as brothers who discover a crashed plane filled with money. As greed and paranoia set in, the once simple plan spirals into a web of betrayal and violence. The film is a masterclass in suspense, with Thornton delivering a heartbreaking performance as the mentally challenged brother. It's dark, gripping, and criminally underappreciated. Not to be confused with the animated series, this Steven Soderbergh drama is a poignant coming-of-age story set during the Great Depression. It follows 12-year-old Aaron, who struggles to survive on his own after his family falls apart. With its rich period detail and heartfelt performances, King of the Hill captures the resilience of the human spirit in the face of hardship. It's a quieter film compared to Soderbergh's later hits, but its emotional depth and timeless themes make it worth rediscovering. Yes, The Iron Giant is now considered a classic, but it was a box office failure when it first came out, making it technically forgotten at the time. This heartwarming animated film tells the story of a young boy named Hogarth who befriends a giant alien robot, voiced by Vin Diesel, during the Cold War. With stunning animation, a moving story about friendship and sacrifice, and an anti-war message, it's a masterpiece that resonates just as strongly today. If you haven't seen it lately, it's time for a rewatch. There you have it, 10 forgotten 90s movies that deserve a second chance. Whether you're a fan of quirky comedies, thrilling mysteries, or heartfelt dramas, this list has something for everyone. Did your favorite overlooked film make the cut? Or is there a forgotten classic we missed? Drop your suggestions in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more nostalgic explorations. See you next time.
Oh, my lucky stars! A Negro!
Say what?
Well, I come around.